If you ever told yourself, I'll start fresh on Monday and mean it, I want to talk about why that pattern is so common and why it often backfires. Not because you lack discipline, but because of how the body responds to pressure. And it's not just your body, all bodies. I see this all of the time. Someone has a really great intention. They want to feel better. They want to get back on track. So they decide they'll reset. They'll start over to be good, quote unquote, good again. And for a day or two, it feels kind of hopeful. And then life happens. Energy dips. Something may come get in the way. And then suddenly it feels like failure and perhaps all over again. Here's what's really important to understand. Starting over and over again puts your system into a stress response. Each reset usually comes with some pressure, some expectations, and a sense that your body or you have to make up for lost time. And the body doesn't experience that as motivation, it experiences that as a threat. And when the body perceives threat, it tightens, it resists, it conserves. And that's when weight loss generally stalls. Digestion gets worse and energy drops even more. And this pattern is especially hard on midlife bodies. The nervous system is often less tolerant of extremes. The drop in estrogen, the less resilience that we have to cortisol or stress response, hormones are shifting and stress recovery just takes a little bit longer. So each start over actually reinforces the very symptoms we're often trying to fix. And not because that you're doing it wrong, but because your system needs steadiness, not these constant restarts. This is why when I work with someone, we don't approach change as a series of resets. Yes, of course, there's some structure. And yes, there's often an initial reset or renovation phase that I like to call it, intended to calm inflammation and restore metabolic signaling. But that phase is not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. And consistency isn't built through pressure, it's built through repetition and a supportive environment that we can do on repeat over and over again. When you stop starting over, something tends to shift. So instead of asking, how do I get back on track? The question now becomes, how do I keep going even when things aren't perfect? And that is where real change starts. If you've been stuck in this cycle of restarting, it doesn't mean that you don't have willpower. It usually means that your nervous system hasn't felt safe enough to sustain that change. And once safety is restored, momentum often will follow naturally. So if today isn't a Monday and things haven't gone exactly as planned, you don't need to start over. You just need to continue, and that's enough. Progress comes from steadiness, not from resets.